obviously delighted Darren Edmondson. I think that's probably true to say that.
Yeah, the 3 points were vital. It wasn't. I don't think because of the conditions it was going to be, hugely pretty tonight. It was just about, as you just said, picking up 3 points and maintaining this little run we've got going now. But I did feel that performance-wise was pretty good. We didn't pass it as fluently as we have been, but you've always got to give credit to an opposition who are going to come and make it hard for you. But overall, I thought the actual performance was a little bit more comfortable than 2-1, and if we'd taken 1 or 2 gilt-edged chances first half, it could have been a lot more comfortable for us.
But it's always pleasing, Darren, to come from behind, as it were, 1-0 down at half time, to come back and score 2 second-half goals and prove a bit of character.
It is. I mean, yeah, you're not always going to do that, though. I'd prefer to go 1-0 up, to be honest. But they just looked like they were going to maybe catch us on the counter, didn't they, first half, with the wind behind them. I think that's what they tried to do, was maybe use the wind first half and get that early one and try and, see it out. But we've just got to communicate. Sometimes it's harder when there's one up front, and if you don't communicate well, he'll get in between, and he's quite lively, Ellison. But chances created for them, not many, and for us, probably at least double figures. So from a chances created point of view, brilliant again. You've got to keep creating them, and surely at some point we're due to give someone a right good hiding. The performance, in that final third is good. It's just that putting it in the onion bag is the problem, and it 1 or 2 are just feeling that a little bit. I think Jordan's feeling it slightly, but his performance, I felt his hold-up play, etc., his channel running was great tonight. Yeah,
1 or 2 things we were noticing in the box, though. The mistakes that we did make seemed to be from headers, misplaced headers, which went behind us. Is that the problem with the lights? Is it the wind tonight? Is there any answer to that?
I did ask that at half-time, and an honest bunch of lads that you've got in there. So then they said for the goal there was Gary made one, and then Kyle made one, and Kyle lost it in the lights. Gary said it was moving everywhere with the wind. Anthony Wright initially thought it was going to land on him, and it cleared him. So it is difficult. I think I've asked the goalkeeper as well, and Aaron says that the lights are low, and not, he feels, even though they are dazzling in your face, they're still not bright enough. But so I don't know how you work it really. At times maybe you find excuses to help your players out. So it's the same for both teams, in the light and the wind, and we came out strong in the end and created chances. So yeah, but I think the wind, the conditions, and the lights were at fault for were the reasons behind those two poor headers that you mentioned first half.
1-0 down half time, came out, took the game to Droylsden, and Will Vokes got the equaliser free kick. Were you surprised it went in? Do you think he was going to try that? He was going to put a curling free kick cross in?
Free kicks wide, how many times do we also see it on TV? If you hit the target and people are running across goalkeepers, it's really difficult. And I think he's just really whipped it into that area near post, and then if someone gets a touch on it, it's a goal. It could be no G, but obviously he's caught the goalkeeper sleeping, and we'll take that one. And then there was one first half I think we could have done a little bit better with, from a wide free kick. I think it was headed over by somebody when he was in the middle of the goal. But yeah, Will continue tonight where he left off in the last few games. He's outstanding. His work rate is phenomenal, and that is infectious on everybody else.
And the second goal, a classic, a great cross by Gary Roundtree, and a perfectly weighted, floated header from Johnny Wright. Keeper never even went for it. He knew he was beaten.
Yeah, that's something we stress as well, was if they're going to compact and make it hard to play through, then we've got to go wide, and it diagonals and stretch them a little bit. We didn't do that very well first half, and as you say, Gary was getting forward a lot second half, and that was an excellent ball. And Johnny's got, I think he got the goal his performance deserved tonight. He was unlucky first half. The keeper made a tremendous save off one of his headers, and if we can keep getting him in the penalty area with some decent balls, it'll continue to score goals for us.
Discussions in the press box before you came up, John, Darren. Simon will do, yeah. Where's he gone? And 4 different man of the match choices. I mean, that's good, isn't it? When there are so many different people that think they're a better, that are in contention.
Well, it means we've done okay. They've all done well. I can't remember the names of any of them. If you can come up with a few names, Walshy, that'll help us out.
Johnny Wright was mine.
Wright, yeah. Okay.
Will Vokes was a couple. Gary Roundtree.
I think maybe Johnny should get it for his goal. Johnny, sorry, not Gary, Dave. Gary did very well. He missed the weekend for reasons that we're not going to talk about, and then came in and did really well tonight. So yeah, pleased from Gary's point of view. Possibly justified us, reverting to the back 4 that have done so well for us in the last few weeks. A little bit difficult for Dan Wordsworth to accept when we didn't get beat away at the weekend.
But I suppose he'll get his chance on Saturday, because is Gary Roundtree suspended now?
He is suspended, so we'll have to sort of move things around and think about that one as well. Yeah, Also pleasing from our point of view was Anthony Wright coming through 90, putting it at the last moment because Gareth was away on a course and didn't get back in time. So he was kind of pushed in a little bit ahead, but you know, as you can see, he managed just to sit in front of the back four and do that job for us and just keep the things ticking over for us. So that'll be great for him to come through 90. He's still got work to do fitness wise, but that was a big plus for us.
I noticed Lee Andrews wasn't on the bench tonight. Is he getting near having a run out with the reserve or something?
Yeah, he's done some running beforehand. He probably could have gone on the bench, but I just felt with Dan Wordsworth there wasn't really any point in putting him there. We might as well use a goalkeeper for the time being. And then, you know, James, he's back in 3 weeks' time, so we've got to, you know, keep Dan and keep Bones as fit as we can, and there's no point in pushing them too soon because it's still a long season after James goes back. So it's just a case of juggling the players and keeping everybody hungry and keeping everybody fresh.
James Bolton you're referring to, and he was the other choice up here for a man of the match performance. I thought he was excellent. He's a very, very confident young man, and he's got a big future.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, he's composed for his age. I think you could probably put him in the top 3 in the last 6 or 7 games. He's been absolutely outstanding, and yeah, he's level-headed like Will Vokes, and you know, those two, if they keep their head where it is at the moment and keep learning, then you know, we'll hear a lot more about them too.
Darren, thanks very much. Well done tonight, and onwards and upwards, and Solihull at home on Saturday.
Thank you very much.